Hello and welcome to Computology Academy. So today we are going to discuss about the smart guesswork that is needed in the prelims exams of UPSC as well as in all those competitive exams where there are objective questions along with the negative marking. So in most of the cases what happens, the students are not confident in that much of number of the questions which are needed to surpass the cutoff marks, and in that case they need to make some guesswork so that they will be in position to clear the cutoff marks, and that is needed through the smart guesswork or smart elimination technique. So there are various techniques that could be applied while making the smart guesses in the paper which you need to know, and here we are going to discuss some of the most important techniques that will be definitely helpful for you people. And those students who have not subscribed our channel till now, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload such kind of informative videos. So let us start and watch the video till the end so that you don't miss out any of the technique, because these are going to be very beneficial for you in the examination hall, right? So here the first one is one of the opposite answers choices is correct. So here what happens, in some cases you will find that out of 4 options, 2 of the options are completely 180 degree apart, completely different, and in that case one of the statement is just to confuse you and one of the statement is the correct answer, and rest of the 2 are just as it is to complete the number of options. And in such cases, out of those 2 opposite extreme options, one of the option is correct, and if you know some of the subject matter of that question, some of the concepts of that question, then you will be in a better position to choose the correct answer. So here just you have to focus on 2 options, those 2 completely opposite options out of which you will get your answer. Second one is among the look-alike options, one of the option is the correct answer. So here again what happens, out of 4 options, what will happen, you will find that 2 of the statements are more or less similar, they look alike, and here again the motive of the paper setter is to confuse you people, that you will be confused whether this is the correct answer or this is the correct answer, because you are in better position to negate the rest of the 2 options. But among these 2 options you have to choose, and in such cases you have to just find out which of the questions are having 2 statements quite similar, and out of that similar options you will get the answer, and the rest of the thing is done by the basic concepts, common sense. However, the common sense is not so common, it is clearly and well said that the common sense is not so common, but here you need to develop that, and that will be developed through practicing the MCQs, through practicing the question papers. That is the need before appearing the prelims examination. So here you have to focus on the 2 similar options, look-alike options, and thereafter you will get the correct answer, right? The next technique is unfamiliar answer choices will be false in most of the cases. Here what happens, that you will find that out of 4 options, in many cases you will find that some of the options are completely out of the blues, completely unfamiliar. You don't have heard about these kind of options, this kind of statements, this kind of information, and those students who are studying religiously, who are preparing for the exams religiously, they might have come to such kind of information once in a while, but they might not have revised. So whenever you will read the options, what will happen, some kind of click will come in your mind that these things I have not heard anywhere. while I was preparing for the prelims examination. And in that case, such kind of options can be negated altogether. In most of the cases, such kind of the options are not the correct answer, and this is not always applicable, but in most of the cases, in 90% of the cases, what happens? The unfamiliar options are not the correct answer. So here you have to focus on such kind of thing, that whether these are familiar words or the unfamiliar words or the unfamiliar statement, such kind of concept should be applied. Next is the statements with always, never are wrong. So here what is the basic thing? Basic thing is that these type of statements are the exaggeration, what we say in Hindi, अतिशयोक्ति, बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ा चढ़ा कर कह रहे हैं. So such kind of statements are always the wrong answers, because exaggeration works nowhere. Not even in the polity, not even in the science and tech, not even in the governance, social issues, whatever you say, the exaggeration is not applicable in the real life. And what happens? The questions are more or less related to the real life, the practical world, but not from the fiction. And that is why here the exaggerated options, the exaggerated statements can be negated altogether right away when you study, when you read the options, right? So here you should focus on such kind of words. Wherever you find the word always or never, then these statements can be negated altogether. You can outrightly disregard such kind of statements. Next technique is extreme statements. Again, the same thing, the exaggeration are wrong in most of the cases. Extreme statements like always together, ये तो देख लिया हमने, never, और such kind of statements you will find in many other questions also, like these kind of things are happening always in these statements. So these extreme statements you will find in many questions. One or two options are the extreme cases: cannot be, may not be, should not be. So these type of extreme statements can be negated altogether while appearing in the prelims exam, while choosing for the correct answer. Next is eliminating the options with grammatical disparity. So what grammatical disparities are there? In many of the cases what you will find that there is a question in which there is some kind of statement and there are 4 options, and what happens here, the options in which the correct answer does not lies do not correlate with the type of grammar, the context of grammar that has been used in the question. So here those options which are not in similarity, not in consistency with the grammar of the question can be negated altogether, can be rejected altogether. And here out of that elimination method you can arrive to the answer quite easily. So these kind of things should be kept in mind while reading the question. And next is artificially complicated options. So here what happens, many a times while making the options and trying to make it look like the correct answer, the question setters complicate the statements artificially. You will study, you will read the statement and you will find that this kind of thing is looking quite different, quite complicated. So this may be the answer, but that is the wrong perception, that is the wrong approach. Artificially complicated statements are not the correct answer in most of the cases, right? And these kind of artificially complicated statements will be found in the questions related to geography, environment and ecology, polity and economics. So here you should be a bit extra cautious that which of the options are artificially complicated. जबरदस्ती में उसको बढ़ा चढ़ा कर दिखा रहे हैं कि भाई ये बहुत भारी भरकम स्टेटमेंट दिख रहा है तो ये आंसर हो सकता है. That kind of psychological impact the question setter is trying to create in your mind and to make you to commit the mistakes. And here you need to be a bit cautious, and then you will be in position to arrive to the correct answer. Next is the statements with the word can are correct in most of the cases. So here what happens, should or definitely, those statements which are making the definite statements may not be correct because can is a possibility, and in the real life nothing is definite but there are possibilities. And that is why wherever there is use of can in the statement, specifically in the science and tech questions, economics questions, environment and ecology questions, here what will happen, this type of possibilities, this type of questions, this type of options where the can has been, the word can has been used, will be maybe the correct answer in most of the cases. That is one of the correct method of choosing the correct answer through the elimination method. Next is specifically mentioned figures. Figures means that numbers like 40,000 crore, 50,000 crore, 4.96%, such kind of figures. If there is mention of such kind of figures, then in most of the cases what will happen, such kind of statements are wrong, such kind of options are wrong. So don't get dragged. This is also playing with the psychology of the students. This method is being used to play with the psychology of the students, that there has been some figure in the option and because of that it may be the correct answer. So the figures, like in some questions you will find that such kind of organization was made in 2003 or 2006 or whatever it is, then you will find that in most of the cases such kind of statements are wrong statements. Rarely such kind of statements are the correct statements, and in 90% of the cases if you will negate such kind of questions, negate such kind of options, then you will arrive at the correct answer. Next is, if any part of the statement is wrong, eliminate that option altogether, because if one part of the statement is wrong, then no matter whatever the other part of the statement says, that option is an incorrect answer. So outrightly if you find any option that is having some part as the incorrect statement, outrightly go on to negate that, outrightly reject it as an answer. So this kind of thing should be, this kind of approach should be used over there, and these are very important approaches, these are very important elimination techniques. So you students should use this while appearing in the prelims exams, and how to approach the paper, that will be discussed in the next video, do's and don'ts and various other things. So keep watching our videos, do subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new videos, and do follow us on our Facebook and Instagram handle. This is our Telegram channel, there also you will find many of the things, study materials, etc. And visit our website for various courses, and do subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you very much and have a nice day.